Thanks for watching. I'm Margot Kimberg, and this is In the Spotlight, a closer look at a crime story. The golden age of crime fiction had profound impact on everything that was to come. Lots of people still really enjoy golden age stories. There were a lot of golden age writers that you might not have thought of. Maybe you know Ellery Queen or Agatha Christie, some of the more famous names. There are plenty that are less well known and maybe should be. And sometimes short stories can be the way to find these writers and maybe find a new favorite. Let's take a look at a collection of stories like that and turn the spotlight on Golden Age Bibliomysteries, edited by Otto Penzler. Golden Age Bibliomysteries is a collection of 14 short stories written during the Golden Age of crime fiction, more or less between the two world wars. Each story is related in some way to books. Some focus on rare books, others on clues found in books, some others focus on missing books. But in all of them, a book is a central part of the plot. There are bookshops, private libraries, public libraries, and book dealers. And in each story, there is a strong sense of the deep love of books. The stories vary in length, with one or two being only a few pages, and others that are almost novella length. Readers who like to dip in and out of story collections will be pleased to know that most of the stories can be read in a relatively short period of time, and they can be read in any order. Before each story, there's a short bibliographical note that provides readers with some background information on the author and the story. There are also discussion questions for readers who choose to explore this collection with a book club. Some of the authors are well known, especially to crime fiction fans. For instance, there are stories by Ellery Queen, Anthony Boucher, Carolyn Wells, and Cornell Woolrich. Other authors, though, are less well known. There are stories, for instance, by Vincent Sterrett, Lawrence Blockman, Frederick Irving Anderson, Lillian de la Torre, C. Daley King, and James Gould Cousins. There's also an informative introduction that orients the reader to the collection and to the theme. All of this offers the reader a sense of the Golden Age era of crime writing. This can be especially interesting for readers who are exploring that area and are sampling from it. Readers who are more familiar with the era will likely still find a few new-to-me authors and stories. Although the authors in this collection are Golden Age writers, not all of the stories take place at that time. Some are historical, and that makes for a different perspective on books, their value, and how they're made. As you'd expect, the stories vary in writing style and mood. Some are lighter, one or two give the nod to the classic PI story, and some are more traditional mysteries, a bit more akin to John Dixon Carr. Given that it's a collection from the Golden Age, there's no explicitness and no gratuitous violence. In fact, not all the stories deal with murder. Some deal with theft, some with forgery, and so on. Many of the stories are focused on the plot. So there are some impossible but not impossible crimes, a Sherlock Holmes pastiche that makes use of visual evidence, and some stories where alibis are checked and suspects and witnesses are critical to the story, so what they say and do matters greatly. There's some wit in some of the stories, although none of it is what you'd call a light romp. Golden Age Bibliomysteries is a diverse collection of stories about books of all kinds. It features an array of authors, a varied group of stories in different styles, and a solid look at one of the most influential eras of crime fiction. This has been In the Spotlight. I'm Margot Kimberg. Thanks for watching.